Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is a beautiful summer morning. We are out here at Old Hickory. This is Cedar City stop number 5, I believe. And we are about to get after them. It is going to be hot today. There's going to be a heat advisory. We've got Pedialytes, 2 gallons of water. I've got ice in the live well already with water already in there so it can be nice and cool for the fish. We got till 2 o'clock today instead of 3 because of how hot it is. We're going to do our best to catch them. I think I can fish shallow all day, power baits, spinner baits, frog, drag a worm around a little bit, and we'll just see what happens. You guys stay with us and see if we can't catch some Old Hickory bass.
Official time, 5:09. When the end is at 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. So work your way out here. 21, Allen. 22.
Alright, it wouldn't need a buzzbait or a spook. By God, they will eat a spinnerbait at his throat. Fish number 1. Fish number 1. Alright, we're on to him. Number 2, I don't think he'll keep. Nope. Non-keeper, catch a fish. Spinnerbait is working. Alright, so we've been fishing about an hour or so. It's about to be 6:30. We got 1 keeper, 1 non-keeper on the finesse spinnerbait. Had them slap at a chatterbait. They've started slapping at the finesse spinnerbait. There's a school of fish. I can see them on the graph underneath me in like 5 foot right here. So I'm gonna throw the mini jig on this grass real quick and then we're gonna get to moving. You are not gonna help. We are catching some fish. I'm happy. Don't want to put your hand in his mouth. And it ain't the one you want to catch, but that is a pretty fish. See if we can catch a bass. I knew that mag squarebill would work out here with all this wood covering stumps and the way it deflects. Oh, I do have one. I couldn't feel him. Little guy. Keeper number 2. Old fat, healthy, old hickory, largemouth. Small, I ain't measuring it. Let's catch it some. I don't even know how he got this in his mouth. I'm not even mad. I'm impressed. GoPro. All right, well, update. It is about 20 minutes till 11. We have got 2 keepers. We caught some non-keepers, caught them on 2 different kinds of spinner baits. We've had some good hits on a worm. I missed one flipping in a dock, So we're just going to keep grinding, and it's going to be a junk fishing day. So see what we can do. Boy, I thought that was the one. I thought that was the one. Need them to be bigger. Sir. Flipping tube keeper, we'll take him. It is 12:10. We've finally caught our third keeper flipping. I had a couple slap at a spinnerbait, and I decided, well, it might be a good idea to flip this. So I did. Old tube gets it done in the dirty water. Every time. Every time. We can flip a tube. Need two more. You baby. My bad. Well, at least we're catching fish. catching fish, we just can't find the right size. Catching fish, that flipping bait's on. Well, we're gonna leave them biting. That's for sure. There's a fun little flipping bite. We got to go. All right, so tournament's over. Had a dead fish penalty. I think it's like half a pound. So I ended up weighing in 10.23. Should have had 11.23. So it happens. I figured out I actually had my live well water too cold. I had too much ice because it's an actual cooler. It doesn't get hot like actual live wells. So now we know a little bit of ice or no ice at all. Keeper number one. It's the one that died on me. There's keeper number two. There's number three, fat, healthy, chunky guy. Man, that spinnerbait bite was awesome this morning, but there was no consistency to it. That's the only problem. Little bitty guy. And the other little bitty guy. Well, the Old Hickory tournament went about as well as I could have hoped and or expected. I've got some time out there on that lake, but I don't have a ton of time. Overall, I'm happy with how the tournament went. I have Smyrna math, so it was actually would have been 10.7 instead of 11 pounds. I think I was just hot and tired. That's what I'm going to attribute some of that to. So the main baits were, as always, like I've told you guys before and you've seen in previous videos, I get in dirty water, and really on Old Hickory especially. I love that tube. I think it's a 4-inch tube by Gambler, and this is the black with the chartreuse tips on the inside. Man, hands down, this is my favorite confidence bait to use whenever I'm concerned, worried, or, not thinking that I'm going to get a bite. This is the move. I have grown really, really fond of this War Eagle finesse spinnerbait. I think this is a quarter. I'm not 100% sure. It's a little tandem finesse blade. It's a gold, little mini gold Colorado with a silver. And I have now caught them on Gunnersville with this spinnerbait. I have caught them on Old Hickory. I've had some other bites, and I've caught some good fish on it. So really, really happy with this. Threw it through a grass patch early where a buzzbait, a spook, a frog, didn't even get a swirl, no bites. First cast, hum this spinnerbait in there, boom, keeper. Couldn't ask for much more. The other spinnerbait, like I've said before, dirty water, Old Hickory special, as I like to call it. is this Zorro long arm aggravator with that silver Colorado and then a nice long gold blade. Man, this thing puts out a heck of a thump, and I had that good keeper eat about halfway back to the boat on it, and that was my second one. So love this spinnerbait. They start slapping at this, boom, I'm going to pick up that tube and start flipping it, and I've got a ton of confidence. Was able to catch a non-keeper on a shaky head. Sometimes you never know with a shaky head. It's a wild card. You might catch a dink, could hang a big one just because you're throwing a little bit more of a finesse setup. So 1/4 ounce head, Guggen baits. I think it's a Slim Shake. I'm not 100% sure, but love this bait. Love all the colors they have. And then this one, this is that Mag Square Bill by 6 cents. This isn't the one I was catching them on. I actually ended up losing that one throughout the course of the tournament, but it has got a big bill. And with this big body and as hard as it wobbles, I'm not worried about throwing this thing, boom, right up into a laydown and then working it out and just grinding it. It deflects really hard, triggers some good bites. As you'll see in the video, it catches other species besides bass and can also catch small ones. I've caught good ones on it. I've caught not so good ones on it. So I want to say in the video I was running it on 12-pound test. I've even run this thing on 20 pounds just to keep it up higher in the water column, and you'd be really surprised by the results. So I'll probably spend some more time throwing a Mag Square Bill out there on Old Hickory. I feel like that's a look that maybe not a lot of anglers are giving the bass. You know, a lot of guys throw regular size square bills, but I mean, it's about the same size as a deep diving plug, so why not try it too, you know? Overall, I'm happy I caught fish right up until we had to leave. Even if they were non-keepers, it's nice to be getting bites, right? So I hope some of this info helps you guys. I hope you're able to learn from it and apply this to some of your summer fishing tactics. So hope you enjoyed the video, and tight lines until next time.